The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hey there everybody, Radu here. Thank you all so much for joining me on this fantastic webinar. Now before we begin, can you please give me a 1 in the chat box if you can properly hear my voice and if you can also see the screen right here. It should say VIP webinar will begin shortly, start time 3 p.m. Eastern. So give me a 1 in the chat box if you can both hear my voice and see the screen. All right, perfect. Awesome, fantastic. So I'm still seeing literally hundreds of people still connecting to the webinar, still downloading that GoToWebinar app and connecting to our live call. So I'm going to give them a few more minutes before we jump straight into this content-packed coaching call. Now, before we do that, I want you to give me your name and the country that you're joining us from so that I can try and say hello to everybody. I'll start. I'm Radu. You can see my picture right here. You probably know me from my launches and my emails and all of that. And I'm calling from Bucharest, Romania. It's currently 10 p.m. right here. So go ahead, let me know your name, let me know your country. I'll try to say hello to as many of you as I can. So we've got Dirk from Germany, Tony from the United States, Craig from South Africa, Chris from Scotland, we've got Sai from the UK, Tim from New York, David from Vancouver, Canada, Mike from the UK, Samuel in California, Terry from the UK, Michael in the USA, Gert from South Africa, Brad from the USA, Barbara from Florida, United States, Steve from the United States, Bob, United States. We got somebody from the Pacific time, PST, Dean from the UK, Fernando from Ecuador, Arunas, I hope I pronounced that correctly, from Lithuania, Ian from South Africa, Scott from the United States, Venom from USA, Ahmad from Canada, Jack from Canada, Paul from Canada, lots of people from Canada, Robin from the United States, got somebody from Denmark. Hello to all of you. Thank you all for joining me on this fantastic live webinar. I'm so happy to have you all right here. So, thank you for your time. I know your time is valuable. It's in fact our most valuable asset that we have. We can always make more money, but we cannot generate more time. So I promise I respect it. I'm keeping the webinar straight to the point and fluff free. So as I said, this webinar is packed full of actionable content. It's in fact a blueprint to my entire online business. I've generated so far over 5 million in sales. You'll get a little bit more details about that very soon. But this webinar right here, this blueprint that I'm going to give you, is the exact system that I followed in the exact same order that I followed. So what I want from you before we jump into the content is to shut down all distractions, move your phone away, close Facebook, close Netflix, whatever you're doing, and just listen to me for about an hour and a half. Grab a pen and paper to jot down notes or open up a Word document, Evernote, whatever you do, you will want to write down some pointers that I'll make and also questions, because at the very end of the webinar, I'll stay until I answer every single one of your questions. So this is your opportunity to actually interact with me one-on-one and get your questions answered. As I said, this webinar is special for my customers only. It's a way for me to thank you for always reading my emails, buying my products, and of course, trusting my recommendations and buying the affiliate offers. that I promote. So thank you again for doing that. Now, you will learn the secret to a profitable online business. It's the same system that I personally use in my business to generate literally millions in sales. Not only that, this very same system has been responsible for the online success of over 100 of my coaching students. It's as proven and as easy to replicate as humanly possible. This is not some exploiting loophole type of system. It's something that has worked for me personally over years. You'll see that in a second. Not only that, it has worked for hundreds of my coaching students over the years as well. So what I'm going to do right now is that I'm going to get started presenting. So again, shut down all distractions and pay attention. I will answer questions at the very end. I might stop to answer some of those along the way, so feel free to pop them in. But stay engaged, listen to me. Anytime you have a question, write it down, send it to me at the end. We'll have a live question and answer session until I answer every single one of your questions. You will also be presented with the opportunity to join my coaching program. So I'm very upfront about that. I'm going to show you my entire system step by step. And if you like what you're seeing, and if you want to replicate it for yourself, with my personal help, you'll be able to join my coaching program at the end as well. So, does that sound exciting to you? Give me one in the chat box if you're eager to learn step by step everything I do to generate literally hundreds of thousands every single month, millions online in sales, and the very same system that has helped hundreds of my coaching students succeed online as well. All right, awesome, perfect. So we'll also cover the reason why it seems that you can't quite make it in the industry and what the gurus have been hiding from you. So if you have like a minor feeling or a major feeling of frustration for, you think you're doing all the right things, but it seems that, you're just one step away from success and you can't figure out what that step is, this webinar will put all the pieces together and finally lift that veil of your eyes and show you what it takes to be successful online. So I hope that's exciting as well. Now, very, very briefly about me, give me a 1 in the chat box if you know what I do. Give me a 2 if you don't, so I know how much time to spend on this introduction. So 1 if you know me, 2 if you don't. Okay, so lots and lots and lots of 1s, a few 2s as well. So very, very briefly, because this is important, you have to trust what I'm saying, because what I will be saying is not something that you hear online very often. I'll actually be telling you stuff that no one else wants you to know. So you have to trust my authority on this. So very, very quickly about me, what I do is I'm the reason why you're hearing about a lot of the products online, a lot of the software tools and training programs that you end up buying. So you can see right here, Designer Pro, WebVid, Cloud Create, Subscribe, MailX, ShopExpress, Hashtag Genius, Cold Leads, WebinarX, VideoX, Article Buddy, Azon, FatCats, UltraPop, StoreReady, and many, many more. Might be 100 plus different products that I help launch and market. So I'm in charge of doing the marketing and launching of these products. I'm not a technical person by any means. I have no idea how to code. I don't create the products per se. I only promote them, doing the marketing for it. So it's 100% a creative type of business that I run. So what I do is that I launch and market these products. So I deal with funnel creation, product launching, and most importantly, evergreen passive marketing profits. I will be able to show you how to set up your business in a way that's truly passive, that's able to make you money while you sleep. And you've probably heard that so many times before that you don't really trust it. I'm going to show you proof that this is the only business, most likely the only business that you can truly automate 100% to the point where you don't even have to get out of bed to make money. So I started with SEO about 7 years ago. I used to do micro niche sites. So this is the sort of way to make money online that was about exploiting a loophole. Micro niche sites were just 1 page, 2 page websites that basically were targeting different keywords. They were very, very easy to rank, very, very easy to make money selling affiliate products, but also that loophole closed as it does so many times with online marketing. So I got busted by Google updates. They were called Panda and Penguin at the time. And I did get back by building those micro niche sites into fully fledged authority sites. But what happened with that experience for me and why it's important for this webinar is that I realized that literally Google was controlling my destiny. At any point in time, they could decide to change their algorithm, to change the way they were ranking sites, and literally take away my traffic, take away my revenue, destroy my business overnight. So it was just like a job. I was slaving away for Google. I was taking all the risks. I was paying all the money to create the sites, try to rank them, backlinks, content, stuff like that. And I was getting paid peanuts in return. So literally, I was working for Google. They had all the leverage. I had zero. And that's what's happening right now with so many of the tools, of the apps, of the ways and systems to make money online that are so promoted in our space. So if you're thinking Facebook ads, YouTube marketing, Amazon affiliate products, stuff like that, you're relying on a big corporation for your business. Now, this corporation can at any point change the way they're doing business. Facebook can ban your ads. YouTube can shut down your account. These things are happening left and right now. So I had this system in place. So think about that for a second, right? You want to build a business that's passive. I bet that 99% of you started online marketing exactly because at one point you want to automate it all and get away from working. Stop working altogether and really enjoy life. Give me a 1 in the chat box so I know I'm not wrong. Is your purpose with online marketing to eventually be able to fully automate it? So you have money coming in passively for you and you don't have to worry anymore about working. Give me a 1 in the chat box. Right. So you cannot do that by exploiting loopholes because by their very definition, those loopholes will at one point close. So we'll be back to square one, which is probably one of the factors that leads to some frustration for most of you starting out. I know because I experienced the same thing. So starting out, you jump from product to product, you jump from method to method, and you seem to be running in circles, not making any actual progress. That's because the industries, they're moving faster than you can. So what you want to do is actually go towards a business model that is stable so that you can grow something for yourself. And each and every hour that you put into the business can actually be translated into passive profits that go on top of each other. So you're actually building a business, literally building it from the ground up, and you cannot do this on a shaky foundation. So I know I went off a little bit, but this is really literally key to online marketing. So I had this system in place. It was making me money, but I didn't like it because I was slaving away for Google. They controlled everything, and I was powerless about it. So I outsourced it so I can try and figure out another system that can make money and that would be truly passive. So I built my custom-made software to help me and my outsourcers make more money faster and easier. Now, one day in 2011, so 7 years ago, I stumbled upon the WSO section of the Warrior Forum. Now, I'm not sure how many of you have been online for so long to know what that was, but back in the day, it was a forum where basically you went to sell your products. Now, nowadays, everybody has their own website and we're doing it through the power of email marketing. But back in the day, people would sort of gather together at the Warrior Forum and check out the latest products and buy them from there. The traffic was more organic. Now it's more about emails. So there was so much crap in there, not unlike what's going on right now, that I thought my software will stand head and shoulders above it because the software that I created, it was actually used in my business and it actually worked to get me results. And I was right. I created And listen to this. I created a forum post. I had an article rewriter software, so it would take content and it would spin it into something new. So I had an article rewriter software I was personally using in my business, and I was trying to sell it to other customers. So what I did is I created a forum post that was literally one paragraph of text, one block of text, no spaces, no different paragraphs, no headlines, no images. And I had a video demo of me clicking around showing the software that had no sound. So there was no words coming out of my mouth showing, explaining what the heck was happening on the screen. It was just me clicking, showing you how to take an article and how to rewrite it. Now, I'm telling you this because you have to understand, I started out with literally no experience. I had no clue. And that forum post ended up generating over $6,000 for me within the first week. Now, I knew I was onto something. And since then, I've generated over $5 million online from my product launches, from selling products. And I had product of the day on JVZoo and Warrior Plus over 30 times. Now, I realized, and this is the important part of the story, that while there is a ton of money to be made in SEO, and likewise there's a ton of money to be made with Facebook, Amazon, YouTube, you name it. I'm not bashing those methods. I'm just saying they're not the easiest paths to go, because you have to always be on top of things. You have to literally work like crazy all of the time. And if you don't, you'll get that feeling that some of you might be familiar with, of you're being left behind, you don't know what's happening, and you're feeling that you're spinning your wheels, not getting the results that you want. So even though some may be able to crush it by outworking everybody else, it's not as profitable for everybody else, because Google, Amazon, Facebook, YouTube, you name it, any big corporation, they control the whole system. That means you're literally working for them. We all went in online marketing to escape working in a job. Well, doing this is just like a job. Google, Facebook, Amazon, so on, they get to pay you peanuts for your work. You bear all of the risk. They get all of the money, most of the money, and they can fire you at any time by closing your account, changing their algorithms, changing the rules, or just banning your Facebook account altogether. Now, also Amazon, if you're doing affiliate marketing on Amazon, they only pay you like 4% in commissions, which is absolutely ridiculous. You should be working for 100% in commissions. Whatever sale you're making, you should get to keep it, not just 4% of it. Now, the $1 million secret. You can see this is just one of my accounts. You're going to get to see plenty of them during this webinar, and you're going to get literally dozens from my coaching students as well. So you can see that the system is replicable. But you can see right here over 1 million in sales in JVZoo in just one account. This is another one. You can see all the different sales that I've been doing since 2016 and then 2017. So you can see that unlike 99% of the systems out there that, they're working this week and they stop working next week, usually what happens is somebody stumbles upon a system, they make some money with it, the system stops working for them. So what they do is they create a product and they try to sell this system to everybody else. This is not it. This is something that has been working for me and for hundreds of others for years now. And it's only getting started. It's on an incredible growth right now. And you're not missing out on anything. This is the best time to get involved in. And it's the reason why I'm holding this webinar right now. This might be the opportunity of, I don't want to say the opportunity of the century, because I have no idea what's going to happen in the next 80 years. But it's clearly one of the top ones. So you can see right here, 2017, you saw 2016, and then this is from this year, 83,000 in just 10 days. Send engine result, this was last year for me, another 6-figure product. So I'm showing you all of this because you have to understand that you've probably not seen results like this with selling your own product, because other marketers don't want you to realize that the best way to be making money online is by selling your own products. You'd stop buying theirs and instead you'd start competing with them. So they don't want that. So nobody, or almost nobody, is telling you about this incredible opportunity that is starting to sell your own products. The money that you can make with it, and you can see it right here, over 6 figures in 1 month, 100,000 in 1 month. This is literally life-changing income for anyone. And it's something that's typical. It's something that's, it's replicable. I get to do it every month. Most importantly, my coaching students who have started with no experience at all, no technical know-how, no connections, no email list, nothing. They're doing it too. So obviously, to end up the bit where that's my personal story in this webinar is that I transitioned fully from SEO to selling my own products, and what a difference that was. So I was making about 2,000 per month with SEO, and I was constantly living with the fear of getting slapped by Google and got my sites shut down, to doing $105,298 with my last launch. And I'm doing this launch after launch as well, product after product. So this, last month, because we're in March already. So February 2018, 125K. This is working right now. And as I told you, it's working better than ever before. And the screenshot at the bottom is from inside the JVZoo. They're showing you the sort of recurring income that you're going to get. So membership products, recurring monthly products, stuff like that. So this is the type of money that's going to get into my account without me having to do anything. It's recurring membership products. So I've worked my system to a point where I can reliably make, you can see right here, 60K per year, $5,000 per month, doing nothing. Now, $5,000 per month, that's probably enough for me, if I wanted to never work again. This is key to the entire online marketing industry. You want to get to a point where, if you so choose to, you can shut it all down and live with the idea that you're going to make money whatever happens. You don't have to work for it ever again. So for me, that was immensely powerful, and it lit a fire in me that I worked until I got there, and then it actually starts being a joy. So I never stopped. But the takeaway from here, as I said, you can get to this, and it's a business that you literally build from the ground up. It's a business that you get to be proud of. It's not exploiting loopholes. It's not slaving away for big corporations. It's your very own business, your very own products, things that you can be proud of and stand behind. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't have to launch all the time. You've seen my proof. So I'm doing about one product launch per month or every 2 months. I just love the feeling of bringing high quality products at very good prices to the marketplace. What happens is, these products, on one hand, if you do recurring membership products, they obviously get money into your account every single month. But these alone, once you release the product, once it's live, once the website is up and running, they still sell for me years after I originally sell them. Why? This is the key to the whole thing. Other people work for you. You put the product up, you get the site up and running, you stick the buy button on it, and you let affiliates do all the work for you. So what happens is, you'll get some affiliates sending out email marketing emails to their lists for you. So bam, you've got email traffic plugged into your website. And then you have other affiliates that run Facebook ads to your product. So you have another traffic stream right there. And then you have affiliates that do review videos on YouTube. So you have YouTube traffic. They do blog posts, blog reviews on their website. So you have Google traffic as well. And then anything in between as well. So what happens is that you have the product and then you have hundreds of other people working for you, doing all the work for you, and they bear all of the risks. Why? If one affiliate's YouTube account, for example, gets shut down, they lose all of their business. You don't want to be an affiliate because you still have the risk. If you're a seller, you have 100 or different affiliates all promoting your product in different ways. So if something happens to one of them and their account gets shut down, you don't care. You don't care, you don't even notice it. Because you still have 99 others doing all sorts of different promotions for you. So even if something happens to YouTube, it gets shut down, hacked, whatever, you still have dozens of different other traffic streams that send you trickling traffic that never ends. When you have your own product, you're in full control. You get the lion's share of the profits because an affiliate only makes money from the products that they sell. You as the seller, you make money from all the sales. All the affiliates. So if an affiliate makes $500 from promoting your product and you have 100 of them, you make 500 times 100. So the scale of this is absolutely insane. Everybody online is telling you how great affiliate marketing is. But really, the great thing is selling your own product. If people tell you do affiliate marketing, they only do that because they want you to end up promoting their product, making them more money. So give me a 1 in the chat box if this was an aha moment for you and if it changed your perspective a little bit about this entire online marketing industry. Right. Hundreds of ones. Yes. Well, it's the truth. So again, if you're selling your own product, the beauty of trickling traffic from affiliates is that this traffic never ends. And again, I covered this, so I'm going to go quickly through it again. Affiliates, they build sites, they shoot videos, they rank your reviews and stuff like that to sell your product. They send emails, they do Facebook ads. I can't stress how important this is. You don't work for Google, YouTube, Facebook, whatever. They do all the work. When you control the sale, you make all the money. You get to exit the rat race. You end the buyer mentality. So you stop jumping from product to product, buying method after method, system after system, getting sucked in different ways of selling online that they're just loopholes that get closed after a couple of weeks. You get to control your destiny. And it's the easiest way to market online too. So what next? I made a ton of money from SEO. I wrote 10 times here, but it has to be 1,000 times more by launching the training and software that got me there. And then I had this huge list of customers, so I started email marketing as a natural consequence. And you can see me right here. Those are called leaderboards. It shows you your place in the industry. So if you see me first right here, it means I outsold all other affiliates on these different products that have been released. So again, number 1 here, number 1 here, number 1 here. Obviously, I don't get to win all of them, but it's always, I'm there at the top. So why email marketing? Email marketing is the holy grail of true passive income and push button profits. Why? Because all you have to do is literally write an email, push a button, send. You push the button send in your autoresponder and you make money. It's that easy. All you have to do is write an email. So you can see what I've made in a portion of 2017. And then you can see my past 2 months as well. Now this is 100% my profit. It's money that's straight to my PayPal account. I can then withdraw it and do whatever I want with it. So if you combine this takes me 10 minutes a day to write an email, include a link, click send. So I got, so up top is February 7,000, January 10,000, almost 11,000. And then if you add the recurring income that you remember from my software sales, I'm up at around 15K per month, literally working 10, 15 minutes a day. So it all starts with creating and selling your own products. It's the catalyst to an insanely successful online business. And most importantly, it's the catalyst to true passive income. Get a product out there. Other people work for you to get you the traffic. You don't have to work for traffic anymore. You make sales on autopilot right there. And then you have the email list of customers that you can promote products to and make sales again passively too. So you put blocks of passive income on top of blocks of passive income until you're happy with what you're making and you get to work as little or as much as you want every day. So why all this? You might be wondering, by now you know that I make a lot of money, you know how I make it, but how can all of this help you? Most importantly, you might be thinking, Radu, where do I start? So I showed you my SEO business, my product launch business, my email marketing one. The question I get asked most often by my coaching students is, Radu, knowing what you know now, what would you do if you were to start your online business from scratch? That's the question I always get from my coaching students. There's only one answer to that every single time, plain and simple. Product launching. Product launching, selling your own products, owning your own business brings in the most money. I explained why. You have hundreds of other people and you make money from each of their sales, from everybody, not just your own sales. It's reliable. Why? You have dozens of different traffic streams. It's safe. You don't slave away for some huge corporation. You control your own destiny. Most importantly, it's a catalyst to generating a massive email list for you. And you don't have to pay for traffic, you don't have to pay for leads. They come as a bonus. You sell the product as a bonus, you get thousands of emails that you can promote and do email marketing to. So product launching jumpstarts your business, plain and simple. Now, why all the proof? You've seen dozens of screenshots with some insane numbers in sales, in affiliate marketing, in all sorts of revenue, recurring memberships, stuff like that. Why all of that? For one simple reason. The money that you can make from selling your own product, from launching it, from owning your own business is so much more than any other online area. It's not even a discussion. It's life-changing money. Take a minute, think, what would you do if you were be able to do 6 figures per month in sales? Now, this is all possible, and it's not something that other people tell you about. Most importantly, it's very easy to replicate. So if you're thinking, I cannot create a product, I don't know how to sell it, stuff like that, it's a system that I've been able to perfect over the years. And I've been able to get hundreds of my coaching students succeed with it at all, even if they had no product, no connections, no email list, not even a website. By the end of the training, you will know how as well. Because you can too. You can too. If there's a voice in your head right now that's telling you that, this is too complex for you, you can't do it, shut it down. Why? Here's why. I had no clue what to do next when I first started out. When I started selling my own product, hear this because not a lot of people know this about me. I was 16 at the time. So back in 2011, I was 16. I haven't even finished high school back then. So you have to understand I had literally zero money. I had no experience online whatsoever. I didn't even have any meaningful life experience at the time. And I still made it. I still made it. And I actually built a business that's generating millions in sales online right now. So if I could do it, you can too. And it's not only me. You might be thinking, I got lucky, I started at the right time, even though right now is the right time to get started. Because the type of revenue that's been generated right now from selling products online is something that was never possible back in the day when I first started. So trust me when I'm saying it, right now is the best time ever, at least ever since I've been in this business, to join and start selling your own products. So back to the story, you might be thinking I got lucky or whatever. I had tons of coaching students succeed with this as well. You'll see proof as recent as last month, February, so literally a few days ago. A coaching student launched, I think he did about 24,000 in sales. So 24,000 with your first launch is something that's, absolutely ridiculously impressive. And it's something that's, attainable. So you can do it too. Fact is, you already know this by now. I'm also a coach. You'd be able to get a chance to join my coaching program. At the end, we still have lots to cover. So stay with me, because this is if this is exciting right now, it's only going to get more exciting by the end. What I wanted to say here is that people I worked with who never launched before, again, they never had a product, they didn't even have a website. They went up to do their very own $150,000 launches after I helped them. So yes, it's a system and it's very easy to replicate. If you know Mark Bishop, he's doing some very successful six-figure launches these days. You might know him, you might not. If you know him, about, I think in 2013 or so, I helped him with his very first launch, Niche Synergy, that resulted in over $25,000 profit for him. Now, Mark Bishop, before starting online marketing, was a plumber. So again, he's now doing six-figure launches one after the other. And is just insanely successful. And he's done it, the very first launch, obviously, tons of credit goes to him. But the very first launch that he did it with my help, and I showed him everything step by step, and he was able to take my system and replicate it successfully too. Now, the secret, I wasn't always making 7 figures a year. In fact, when I first started out, I had a very hard time jumping from one method to another without seeing meaningful results. Now, can you relate to that? Give me a 1 in the chat box if you can. Right. So, tons of people do. I got literally hundreds of ones in here right now. Everybody feels like this. It's throughout my coaching experience, and as I said, I coach people extremely successfully, if I say so myself. I found out that most marketers online are dealing with the same sort of issue. They're lacking focus and they're lacking a clear plan and a clear path towards success. So instead, they jump from method to method, from product to product, and they waste time and they waste money in the process. So this happens to you. Don't worry, it happens to most of us. Now, the best decision that I've ever made, the catalyst for my 7-figure business, the same crucial factor that helped hundreds of my students make at least $5,000 per month online. And I said this before, but I'm going to say it again. Now is the best time to get started with selling your own products. You haven't missed the train, and in fact, the market is only starting to mature right now. Case in point, the past 6 months, I've been able to make more money than the previous 2 years combined. The biggest reason was that I followed the money. I stopped listening to all the hundreds of emails that I would get in my inbox every day from hundreds of marketers trying to sell me on the latest fad and on the latest loophole. And I went with the idea, with the one method that seemed to make everyone money, and I got a coach that could show me the inside of the business. Now, I started from the ground up. I had zero money starting out. I wrote articles on Fiverr, and then I invested all of my earnings into my first product that you already know of. Within 1 week, I was able to make over 6,000 in profits. And the system is replicable because since then, I've been able to transition everything that I've known from my personal experience doing over 5 million in sales online and help hundreds of my students get the same level of success. So it's not luck, it's a system that literally anyone can do it. You need a coach. In this case, you need me. Now, products, training, memberships, video training, stuff like that, they're great for learning the business, and a lot of software and a lot of the training really do help. But it wasn't until my coaching students started my coaching program that their businesses exploded. Why? A coach will give you clarity in what you need to do and be there to answer any questions every step of the way. With a coach, you won't be jumping around from method to method anymore. You'd rather focus on one and make that work. So it's the best business decision that you'll ever make. So keep that in mind as we move on. To wrap up this part of the webinar, my number one advice is go ahead, create your own product and start selling it. Stop making other people money and instead work towards making all of the money yourself and have others make you money as well. Affiliates. Now, launching and selling your own product, owning your own business brings the kind of money that gives you real financial freedom and the ability to focus on things that you love and be more with your family and loved ones. Now, I know that was my goal at least, and I'm sure that dozens of you, if not all of you, share it with me as well. So it's not just about the fact that selling your own product brings in the most money. It's also the easiest system to automate and to end up with passive profits that you don't have to work 12 hours a day for. So right now you might be thinking, okay, Radu, I got it. So it should be pretty clear in which direction you should go. However, you might still be afraid or just don't know what to do. And this is what this training is all about, because by the end you know exactly what to do and how to do it. Seems good? Give me a 1 in the chat box if you're excited to jump into what I call the product launch sequence and show you how to generate step by step a huge amount of money and tons of sales. Give me a 1 if you're excited about that. Now, if you're a little bit afraid, and you might be thinking that, you can't launch a product because only experts can launch products. It requires a lot of hard selling, it takes a lot of money, it takes some secret way to bring traffic, or you don't know what to do, you don't have a product, you have no idea of a product, so you just stay away from it and try something else. Don't do that. The reason why you might be feeling like that, the reason why so many people feel like that, is that most products out there, this is important, they only give you a piece of the puzzle. So-called gurus that are sending you dozens of emails a day, they purposefully keep you in the dark. They don't want you to figure it all out yourself and figure out that all of this is false. Selling your own product is the easiest way to succeed online. And they don't want you to realize that. That's because you would stop buying from them those so-called magic products that they promote all the time. You would stop doing that, so they would stop making money, and instead you would start competing with them. And because you're following my coaching program, your products will actually be products that are meaningful, helpful, and that actually work. So you would be able to literally push them out of the market and grab the lion's share of the profits. That's why most people like to keep you in the dark and promise you, those so-called exploiting loopholes type of products, push button solutions, stuff like that. Take a second and really think about it, because even though I told you, you probably knew this all along, you just never thought about it. Who makes the most money online? It's sellers. Product sellers by far. Trust me, because I'm deep in this business. I've been in this business for 7 years now. So I know exactly what's going on. So sure, SEO works, affiliate marketing works. Most methods out there can work, but by far the most money is made by selling your own product. Not just that, the easiest money is also made that way too. It's the easiest system that you'll ever find, and it's the one that truly works. It's easy to automate, it's easy to replicate, and finally, it's very easy to generate passive profits with. And the gurus, they won't tell you that because they don't want you to figure it all out. You'd move from buyer mentality to seller mentality, you'd stop buying their products and you'd start competing with them. That's why I've made it a big personal goal for me to help as many people succeed online as possible, because I've been in your shoes. I know what it's like to be confused. So I'm telling you, the real way to make money online, and the simplest way, is by selling your product. It's that easy. Even better, after you do it, you'll have an email list of customers willing to buy from you. Every time you email them, you make money. You create cash on demand by pressing a button, so you get to enjoy the freedom that you've always wanted. You might be thinking, Raju, I can't do this. I don't know how to create a product. It must take a lot of knowledge or coordination or hard work to do it. If I don't get bombastic results already from the very beginning, then people will be discouraged from buying from me. I'm afraid I'll fail. So those are all not legit concerns, so to speak. So let me debunk all of that for you. There's only 2 things that you need to succeed online. So I'm going to make it dead simple for you. But first, I want to see if you can guess. So write what you think is one of the 2 things that you need to succeed online. Go on, I'll wait. So write one of the 2 things you think that's needed to succeed online. So let me see different suggestions right here. So mindset, absolutely. You do need a positive mindset. And while you're writing all of the other suggestions, let me briefly cover something for you. So whenever you're feeling a little bit afraid to start something, it means you're actually getting out of your comfort zone. So for me personally, whenever I feel a little bit afraid to start something, I know that I'm very close to having a breakthrough in my business. So don't let fear detract you from success. Let it push you towards it. Use it as a signal. So if you're feeling a little bit nervous, a little bit anxious, but excited, this is your mind telling you you have to go ahead and pursue this. So again, don't let fear detract you from success. Let it be a signal that that's the way you need to go. Let it push you towards it. So let's see what other people said. Coaching, absolutely you do need coaching. Traffic, you absolutely need traffic. Your desire to succeed, absolutely Sam. You need product, you need a product, you need perseverance, you need great product ideas, absolutely product, a positive attitude, absolutely a coach, absolutely you need to take action, yes, you need to take action, you need to do marketing, yes, you need a list, you do not need a list. Starting out, you don't need a list. So, here you go. Number one, a great product. Number two, traffic. That's it. Don't overcomplicate it. Now, obviously, I saw at least two great answers that a lot of you said. So, a coach, absolutely a coach, can put all of this together for you and show you step by step what to do. So, instead of wasting time trying to avoid common pitfalls, you can skip ahead, straight to success with a coach. And you also need positive mindset. Absolutely. But the two things you need to start making a lot of money online are a great product and traffic, with, of course, the addition of a coach and a positive attitude that so many of you mentioned. Don't overcomplicate it. That's it, and we'll cover both by the end. With those two, you make money on autopilot. Now, obviously, there's work involved initially, but it's work that's actually meaningful. You get to start selling your very own product, your very own brand online. This is stuff that you can be proud of. It's not some obscure loophole that you're exploiting. It's stuff that literally you can share with your friends and family and be proud of it. So from time to time, people ask me what I do. I just open up my iPhone, I type a site to my latest product, show them, and I say, I made this, I'm selling this. So it's incredibly rewarding. So, this is another signal that this is the right path for you to take and the right thing to do. You get to be in a business that you're 100% proud of, a business that's here to stay, not gone by tomorrow. You don't slave away for a huge corporation, and every single hour of work that you put in will actually contribute to your success. It won't be in vain. It won't get a reset anytime Google, Facebook decide so. Once you do put in the work, it's there for good, for years. And once the offer is live, once you start selling your product, affiliates handle all the traffic, so you don't have to worry about it. From my experience and from coaching so many other people, traffic is their biggest struggle, and it might be for you as well. So you might be able to follow through with some methods, but didn't get enough meaningful, high converting traffic to actually convert it into money. So with this, traffic is not something you have to concern yourself with, because affiliates handle it for you. You make an incredible amount of money in the beginning, and then you still see sales even years after the initial launch. Even better yet, you get the email list, which leads to true passive profits. And here's a very conservative example of how this can get you to live a true internet marketing lifestyle. So let's say that with my coaching, you are able to sell your very own first product and you do 1,000 sales with your product launch. Now, 1,000 sales is a conservative example. You would need, I would say, between 8 and 12 affiliates to pull this off, and this is very easy to get. So 1,000 sales at $20, that would be 20,000 in sales. You make half of that because half of it you pay in affiliate commissions. So you make half of that, $10,000. Straight away during the launch period, it's money that you can enjoy. Most importantly, you then have a list of customers, 1,000 customers that are eager to learn more from you. So you then promote every week a related product. And again, you can see I'm going very conservatively here. Most marketers promote a product every day. So we're only assuming you're going to promote one every week. So let's say that only 5% of your list buy every week. So that's 50 people at $10 your commission, that's $500 per week, $2,000 per month doing literally nothing, just writing emails. And if you think that's good, here's how beautiful this whole system is. Because then you come in 2 months later, 3 months later, 1 month later, 6 months later, it doesn't matter, whatever you want to do. You come in later and you launch another product, you make another 10,000 upfront as your profit, and then you literally double your passive income. Why? Because you have that initial 1,000 people list making you 2,000 per month, and then you have this new list adding another 2,000 per month, so you have 4,000 per month just sending emails. And again, I told you at the beginning you would need between 8 and 12. I wrote here that you need 10, so that's I'm confirming myself, so to speak. You need about 10 affiliates per launch to pull this off, and it's so much easier than you think, and you'll see why in a second. Now, there's a big misconception out there that you already need to be successful before you can start selling your own product. That's wrong. That's wrong. I personally helped over 100 people launch their first product successfully. So they weren't successful online. Some of them weren't even involved online whatsoever. They didn't even have a website, and they still succeeded. But I'm seeing literally every day people who have no idea who they are, they have no sort of proof, they have no experience online, they still are able to sell their product successfully. Why? Because they follow a very simple system. So pay attention to this, because this is big. How do you come up with a winning product idea? Here's how. You go to an established audience with a low price solution and you profit big time. So as you remember, that's number one in our recipe. You need a great product. How do you come up with it? You start by looking at the current market, at the big players, and then you develop an alternative that's just as viable but much more affordable. So for example, SendEngine is, everybody knows Aweber and GetResponse. They're email autoresponders that charge over $200 per year for you to send emails to your list. And not only are they incredibly price prohibitive, but they also come with a ton of restrictions. So SendEngine is a cloud-based autoresponder, just like Aweber, just like GetResponse, that charges only a one-time fee. So I went to an established audience because everybody already knows that they need to do email marketing. Everybody knows that, the so-called idiom that the money is in the list. So I went to an established audience with a low price solution. It was 10 times less than Aweber or GetResponse. So I was able to do over 6 figures in sales. Same for Webinar X. So go to Webinar. Most people use that for their webinar needs, but it's again extremely price prohibitive. It costs $500 per month, $500 per month to run your webinars. So obviously for people doing hundreds of people on a webinar, like I'm doing right now, that's okay. But for marketers starting out, they all know that they need to do webinars because webinars are a great way to engage with your audience. So we have an established audience. We have a lot of people who want to start doing webinars. But those people, they're just starting out. They don't have $500 per month to pay for a webinar solution. So I launched and sold Webinar X, a solution that's exactly targeted at this audience of people who don't have the ability to yet fill up a room with 500 people on a webinar call, but they still want to benefit from webinars. So again, established audience, low price solution, big profits. And this can work for training products as well. For example, there was Amazing Selling Machines that used to sell for $5,000. I think they're now $3,500 or whatever. Again, extremely price prohibitive for most people, but a lot of them knew that they wanted to start selling on Amazon. So Todd Gross launched this product, Amazon X, that did the same thing, showed people how to sell products on Amazon. It was a training product. It sold, I think, over 10,000 copies or something. So multiple hundreds of thousands. So it turns out, this is the important part, that you don't have to be an expert. You don't have to have any proof after all. The audience is already there. They can appreciate and understand your product on features alone. They don't care who you are. They don't care about your level of experience, and the affiliates don't either. People buy products on their merits. It's a 100% meritocracy. So if I was able to get started at 16 with this, it was because nobody cared about me. They only cared about my product. So this is the sort of business that you want to be in. You get to let your products speak for yourself, and your products make a name out of you. And you don't even need to do any market research whatsoever, and you start with the idea that this is going to work, because it has worked in the past. Now, if you get to pick my coaching and sign up for it and work one-on-one with me at the end of the webinar, we're going to cover together step by step, your product idea and then how to create it and so on. So you don't have to worry about it. But if you don't and you still want to get started with product selling, which I highly recommend, follow this system. It's ridiculously easy to implement. So if you're thinking, isn't software going to be expensive to develop? Do I have to waste months working with Upwork freelancers who barely speak English? This is a valid concern. Stay with me until the end, because you'll see an alternative to doing this easier, cheaper, and all around better. In fact, if you do get my coaching program at the end, you won't even have to spend a dime on your first product. I'll show you multiple ways of being able to start selling your own product without paying for it. But if you don't want to, you get to test developers by giving them small tasks. So you don't have to go all in, spending thousands with the first developer that you find. And if you don't have a big budget, and I'm talking about if you don't have about 500 plus, this would be, I think, the threshold to creating a viable software. So if you don't even have that, keep in mind your first product can be an info product too. So you can do a membership site, you can do some video training, you can do even a PDF guide. So we covered the product. Lots of ways to cover winning products. The best way, go to an established audience with a low-cost solution and profit big time. Now, all we need now is traffic, and we covered the fact that once your product goes live, affiliates come to promote it naturally. Why? I'm going to explain right now. So you can see I'm covering right here Muncheye demo, but also keep in mind Facebook and Skype. Affiliates are still people. Most importantly, affiliates, 99% of them have sold a product as well in the past. They're marketers just like you and me, product sellers, so naturally they now have an email list of customers interested in their emails, so they're always looking for other products to promote. So there's a natural relationship that develops there, a true win-win-win solution. Why? Think about it. You win, obviously, because you get 100 plus affiliates, hundreds of different ways and traffic streams plugged into your product, and you get to make money from every single one of them. You control the sale, you make most of the money, you obviously win the most. But the affiliates, they win as well. They want to do this too, because they promote their product by writing an email or by writing a blog post or by doing a video review or whatever. It's minimal work for them, and they get to make a sale. Now, obviously, they only get paid much less because they're only paid for sales that they personally make, while you get paid for all the sales. But they still get paid. They're very happy. Finally, and also most importantly, your customers are happy too. They get to win as well. Unlike so many other products out there that are absolute garbage, by following this system of going to an established audience with a low price solution, you're able to offer software and products that your customers actually need. They're already paying a lot more for them, or they need them but they can't afford it. So you give them that solution. This is incredibly rewarding. and it completes this triangle of win-win-win. You're at the very top of the triangle, and then the base are affiliates who send the traffic, and your customers who benefit from the low price solution and fantastic product that you're going to sell to them. So again, a business that you're proud of. So Muncheye demo, I said that I would cover it. This is go to webinar. Give me a 1 in the chat box if you can see the site right here. Great, so this is muncheye.com. You can see right here, muncheye.com. It's a sort of a calendar where everybody goes and lists their product. So before your product goes live, you go and pick the date when it goes live, and you put a link to it and the date in the calendar here. So what happens is that all affiliates are visiting this site. I know it because I'm friends with most of them, and I know because I'm doing it as well at the start of every month. So I did this yesterday because it was the end of February, the beginning of March. I go visit this URL and I see all the launches that are happening in the next month, and I write them in my calendar, the ones that I think are quality products that my audience would enjoy. So you can see I naturally find and promote products from other marketers. I don't care about their name. I don't care about their experience, their reputation, whatever. I only care about the product. I want the product to be high quality and to actually help my customers. That's how 99% of affiliates think, and either way, that's how the affiliates that you want to attract think. So sure, there are some affiliates who only promote for the money, but you don't want them in your business anyway. So they come to you naturally. You don't have to beg for them because they already have the list, or they already have the YouTube channel that's popular with the subscribers, or they already have a site that gets viewers, and basically they have an audience that is already interested in learning more about products. Your product will be a winner because you get to work with me, and I'm going to help you create a product that all affiliates want. So, to wrap up this part, affiliates come to you naturally. You don't have to work for them. So, right now we covered product creation, traffic generation, and you might be thinking right now, thanks for that, Radu, but now what? I'll be frank. Doing this all on your own, you'd have a hard time having a breakthrough. It's certainly possible. I've seen people succeed online all by themselves, but really, no one is an island, and you need somebody in your corner helping you out. You need a coach that shows you the inside of the business, what pitfalls to avoid, and what to do step by step. But if you want to do it by yourself, you would need to find somebody to pay on Upwork to create your software. It would end up being buggy and expensive. Or you can go the info product route, but you will still have a lot of questions throughout the entire process. You still need to write a sales page, but you don't have any previous experience. And the sales page is very important because no matter how good your product is, without a high converting sales page, it won't sell. So if you want to hire a copywriter, decent ones charge at least $1,000 for this. And affiliates, they don't know you. So while they might pick your product and promote it on its benefits alone, they won't really trust you. So they won't send a lot of traffic in the beginning because they don't know if you're the type of marketer that would actually take care of his product support after the sale happens. So you want a way to be legitimate in the eyes of your affiliates. Now, as I said, you might be thinking right now, I'm afraid I'll fail. That's totally okay. As I said it before, let this fear push you towards success and not detract you from it. Get a coach. Really, you need a coach. He will encourage you when you need it most,
You'll feel a lot safer knowing that you're doing what he asks you to do and you're on the right path. So let's sum up. In order to make huge money online, the easiest way, the best way, the way in which you get to be proud of what you're doing and the way in which you get to build passive profits is by creating and selling your own products. And if you want to take it further, and if you want to succeed in the fastest time possible and with absolute certainty, then get a coach. And this is where I come in. I already told you that getting a coach was the best decision you could make online. There's so much potential in selling your own product. With the right guidance, you can do really, really well. So we've already talked about Mark Bishop. I helped him with his very first product launch, and now he's doing six-figure product launches left and right. But what about Ian Ralphs? Now, when he came to me, he had no idea what launch given means. He had no product, he had no experience, no list, no connections, not even a website. Then in his very first launch, with my coaching, he did 58,000, almost 60,000 in sales, and he got A-star affiliates on board promoting. So you can see Todd Gross, Sam Becker, Richard Fairbairn. Now BBC Systems right here is actually JVZoo itself. And then Han Fan, Craig Crawford, Neil Napier, huge marketers, promoted Ian on his very first product launch. Why? Because he got my coaching and he followed my system. So you don't have to be well known online, you don't have to have a lot of experience to get huge marketers like this to promote your very first product. And then Rahil from India came to me with a software idea and left with over 40,000 in sales. Danny Aid from Nigeria came to me with a product idea, got teamed up with Josh Rata, and then did a $150,000 launch. Now, these are people from all different backgrounds. They're not experts starting out. When they came to me, when they joined my coaching, they had no idea what to do. I showed them the system step by step, and now they're huge marketers doing six figures online, and you can be too. Now, there are a lot more success stories that prove my coaching works. I helped over 100 different students succeed online with selling their own products. It's the easiest, most sustainable, most easy to replicate system out there. All you have to do is take action on what I personally teach you one-on-one. So here are the details. Now, my coaching program, I only take a few people on every 3 to 6 months. Now, last time I did this was in October, so almost 6 months. Now, right now is the very best time that's ever been to join this and start selling your own product. The ability to sell a significant life-changing amount of products has never been higher and easier to reach than right now. Now, before I begin, let me tell you there's currently a waiting list to join my coaching program. So please don't leak any of the following information. Just between me and you, okay? Now, I've decided to open up 10 spots to my coaching program and allow you to get in for 65% off the regular going rate. Now, this is an amazing opportunity that not even people on my waiting list are aware of, but it's strictly limited to 10 people on a first-come, first-served basis. There's 500 people on the webinar right now. It's maxed out. There's only 10 spots available. So the moment I make the link live, you have to hurry and get this. If you're decided that no more spinning your wheels, no more frustration, no more jumping from product to product, no more buying product after product from gurus and giving them all of your money, you're finally saying yes to building a sustainable business that's easy to automate and generate passive profits, go get this as soon as I make the link live. Why only 10 spots? It's not some sort of fake scarcity bullshit. This is actually one-on-one coaching that you get with me. So I get to spend one-on-one time with you every single week. Now, 10 people is as much as I can handle in a 6-month period. So that's why there are only 10 spots, because I actually care about each and every one of you to succeed online. I actually care about making you my next success story. No one gets left behind with this coaching program. Next time I do this webinar at the end of this year and open up new spots, I want to present your story in here and say that you're my success story to other people. Now, I'm super excited for these 10 of you who are going to get this, and I can't wait to be working one-on-one with you and take your business to the next level. You get to work with me one-on-one for a period of 6 weeks. And that's where I show you exactly how to create a 6-figure business online from scratch with no list, no partners, no money, nothing. Check it out right now. The link is live. I'm going to type it in the chat box as well. Go ahead and join right now. So all the details are on the page. Go check it out now and sign up if you're determined to finally succeed online and start living the internet lifestyle that you've always dreamed of. This is truly the best opportunity that you're ever going to get. Now there's only 10 spots available and they're going to go fast. I'm going to start checking very soon. I will help you succeed online and your first launch will be a huge success. Arthur and Ryan, I helped them on their very first launch with Visual Voice. They ended up doing over 50,000 in sales. Now, this is the type of results that you can expect over $125,000 launch. Ryan, as I mentioned him earlier, Ryan loved my coaching so much he bought it twice. He bought the coaching, I helped him one-on-one, he launched the product, he did over 50,000 in sales. Crazy. He then came back to me, he said, Radu, I feel like you should charge more for this, so I'm going to buy the coaching again to reward you for all the help. So he bought it again. Now, obviously, you don't have to buy it twice. Once is enough, and I'm going to help you, just like I helped Ryan and Arthur sell their very first product online and do over 50,000 in sales. Just earlier this year, Darwin has done a 70K launch with my coaching now earlier this year. Now, this screenshot is actually January of 2018. So another student who made 44,000 this year as well. This system is working right now. People just like you and me, regular marketers who never launched before, are able to generate tens of thousands in sales in no time at all by following this proven system. Just last month, which literally ended yesterday, so I don't know how much more proof you need that this is the system to follow if you want to be successful online. Just last month, I had a student do over 23,000 on a launch. This is absolutely crazy. Go ahead, join right now. We have the link at the top right here. Only 10 spots, as I said. The first time I opened it, we sold out in 2 hours. We might sell out even sooner right now because there's still over 450 people on the call and there's only 10 spots. So it might seem incredible to you when you see, $20,000, $50,000, $100,000 in results. But these are actual screenshots, actual results from students who followed this program. These are regular people who started out with no experience, no product, so you don't have to have a product, you don't even need to have a product idea to get started with this, because I help you every single step of the way. Now I helped over 100 students make at least $5,000 a month. I have a proven system. So it's as close as it can get to a guarantee that you'd be successful online. I'm going to go ahead and check right now how many more spots are still left. I still have a few slides of the presentation to go, but I'm going to check and let you know. If you're determined to succeed online, now is the best time to buy and join the coaching. Okay, so 6 spots are already gone, which means there's only 4 spots left. Just 5 spots left. Sorry, 4. Just 4 spots left. So 6 have sold, 4 are left. I'm going to send the link again in the chat box as well. Final 4 spots. I'm going to go ahead and answer questions at the end. But if you're decided that you want to get started with it, now is the time. Now, there's somebody asking if, starting out, do I have products that I can help make available for you to launch as your own? Yes, this is one of the bonuses that we're going to talk about in a second. It's also on the page at this link right here. So if you go here and read through the page, you will see that you actually get the opportunity to start selling software products or info products ready-made. So you don't have to even create a product for yourself. And you get my help every single step of the way. Now, obviously, this is one-on-one coaching, so it's incredibly tailor-made to your needs. We can work together on creating the product of your dreams, if that's what you want. We can work together on quickly launching a product that is already ready-made by me and my team, if that's what you want. And then we can do anything in between too. It's one-on-one. I get to advise you on what's the best way, and then you get to decide, and we get to work together. You're not alone, and I have a policy of no one gets left behind. So if you work a little slower than other people, or if you work a little faster than other people, I adjust myself to your pace, and I make sure that everybody who signs up follows through with the program, launches their software or their info product, and is actually successful. So 4 spots left. So here, let's check it out and see what you get as part of being an Inner Circle coaching student. Give me 1 in the chat box if you can see the screen right here. All right, great. So if you click the link in the presentation or the link in the chat box that I already sent, just 4 more spots left, you get to this page. Now, want to make 6 figures this year, make 2018 your biggest money-making year yet. So this decision, the year has still just started. This can be the decision that alters how this year goes for you, not just this year, but the rest of the decade, the next decade as well. Right now, by clicking this button right here, claim your spot, you get to change your life forever. So treat this opportunity as you should and take advantage of it. You've seen all the proof, you've seen all the results from my coaching students, and you know this works. You know it deep inside you. If you think about it, you already know that the only people who make the most money online are product sellers. And if you want to succeed as well, you have to sell your own product. And I'm probably the only one who will tell you this and who will show you how to do it as well. So click the button here, claim your spot. Let's get started. Allow me to help you change your business, change your life. So what you're going to get is you get one-on-one coaching with me. One-on-one, this is not group coaching, not emails, not I don't know anything. It's one-on-one coaching where I will help you personally create your product, come up with the idea, come up with the product, do all the marketing, launch your product, and profit immensely from selling it. Most importantly, I told you it's designed to be 6 weeks long, but we actually work together until you've had your launch done and you're happy with the results. I have a policy of no one gets left behind. So if you work a little slower, if you want, here's the thing. If right now is a busy time for you and you cannot commit, go ahead, claim your spot anyway, secure it because this opportunity won't be available until the end of the year. So you might miss the whole craziness that's going on around product launching right now. So claim your spot and then we can get started with the actual coaching, with the actual training whenever you're ready. So if you need a couple of weeks to put things in order and create space for this, that's fine. But claim your spot today. You have to get it today before it sells out. So again, one-on-one, we get to work together at your pace until you're happy with the results and you had your successful launch done. This way, you won't be able not to make money after I'm done with you. So we meet one-on-one for 6 coaching sessions where we go over every aspect of your business. So you'll have things to do each week. So you'll be accountable for, actually putting in work, doing, you get to work much more productively by doing the tasks that I give you. So you know that you're always on the right path. So right now you might be working on something and then you're having doubts because you don't know it's the right thing to do. By getting this coaching, you know that whatever you're working on, whatever task I give you is the right task to do at the time and you're doing it in the right way. So this is immensely powerful to your mindset and your productivity. I keep you on the right path towards success with weekly goals and tasks. So we reduce your chances of failure to an absolute zero. And you also get access to a platform that has 6-figure training where you learn everything I do in my business and the step-by-step system I use. So besides the one-on-one sessions, you also get access to everything you need to succeed online in the form of a membership 6-figure training. So you get to start watching those videos, following this training at the same time that you work one-on-one with me. And you get my help at each step and you get the support and motivation, extra kick in the butt to take massive action. And this is huge. Now, the cost of your investment is also extremely low. I won't charge you thousands and thousands of dollars upfront for outdated crap that never works. It's just $9.97 for everything you're getting. It's an absolute steal, and you know this. You know this. You get to work with me personally one-on-one for just $9.97. Now, I'm certain that you'll be able to make your money back many times over. You've seen the proof. Coaching students I worked with, they went on to do 40K, 50K, 100K even just 20K for your very first launch, $20,000 in sales for your very first product, like you've seen people do, that's a huge ROI. Most importantly, you're set for life because you then have the email list of customers you can promote to. You can do future launches very, very easy, and I get to work with you and help you as well. So here's just a taste of what we cover and what's inside the membership platform and what we do on our one-on-one coaching sessions. But you get my personal launch blueprint, which covers everything step by step. You get it broken down to daily tasks. So from day one of actually joining, clicking the button and committing to a new life, to the moment when your product goes live, it's all covered and you get to know exactly what to do every step of the way with my help as well. And you get the 1K per day formula that, if you ever wanted true financial freedom, if you started internet marketing to be able to generate passive profits even while you sleep, follow this formula. And I mean, just working 1 to 2 hours a week from your home, you can generate $1,000 per day with zero effort. Now, obviously, this requires upfront taking action, but once it's set up, it's the system that will let you retire early or, enjoy your retirement even more. Now, you also, this is important, you're also able to launch without ever creating your own product yourself. Now, obviously, if you're excited about the prospect of creating your own product, you get to do that with my help. But if you don't want to, and if you want to just reap the benefits of a product launch and product selling without going through the actual process of creating one, with my help and my connections, you'll be able to find developers that are ready to give you their products for free to launch. So the way this works is you get to leverage my experience, my connections, and you get to reach out to developers who already have products, but I have no clue how to market them. Most developers can't even speak proper English, so they need people to market them. Then you get to reach out to them and say, hey, I'm working one-on-one with Radu. Let's partner up and launch this together. So you don't have to work to create the product. You get a developer with a fantastic software. You team up with him, but you convince him that you know your stuff because you're working with me. Say, Radu is already committed to promoting this, to supporting it to affiliates, to his own list, and also giving us one-on-one help. So the launch is going to be a guaranteed success. So this is how you convince developers to team up with you. You do the launch without ever creating your own product. And we also dive deep into case studies of how I run my 6-figure launches and how you can replicate my systems. Now, the bonuses here we're going to cover in the presentation as well, but I wanted to briefly read what it says here. You've stayed with me until now. You've went through the presentation. You've seen the proof. You know that this works better than anything else out there. You know it's the system that's able to let you generate the money that you've always dreamed of and change your life forever. So why waste another second? Say no to uncertainty and finally say yes to the ability to do what's right online, knowing that every single thing you do is the right thing to do, because I'm there for you every single step of the way, showing you how this works. So stop twiddling your thumbs and take action now. You now have in front of you the best opportunity to finally live the internet lifestyle that you've always dreamed of. You get to build a real online business, a business that you're proud of, that generates huge passive income every month, a business that you can actually sell if you want to. So at any point you may wake up and say, I'm done with this. You can sell the business altogether, even for millions. if you generate enough passive profits and revenue by that point. So it's an actual business. It can have an exit strategy. It's not exploiting loopholes. It's here to stay, and now is the best time to get involved with this. So what are you waiting for? I made the same decision years ago, and I haven't looked back since. So you get to do the same. Click the button right here, claim your spot, and let me help you succeed online. Let me check for a second how many more spots are still left and get back to you. So just 2 more spots available. We're down to the final 2 spots. Don't wait until it's too late. Take advantage of this absolutely unique opportunity. Now, the training platform that you get access to right away has all the training you need to succeed delivered to you even before we do the coaching. So the one-on-one time is not wasted on, where it's spent exactly on the big money makers, while the details are left for the training. The training is updated weekly based on your feedback. And most importantly, you get the one-on-one coaching component. Now, you may be thinking, okay, Radu, this is fantastic, but you still haven't answered a few things. So I still need the product, I still need the sales page, I still need affiliates. Now, I'm glad you asked, because the circle comes with some amazing bonuses. Number 1 is the ability to get a white label software of my already highly successful apps, rebranded and changed, so it's 100% custom to you. Now, these tools, they're all proven to sell. There's no need to reinvent the wheel. They sell for themselves. So if you want to get started with minimum effort, never having to create your product yourself, this bonus is perfect for you. Now, if you want to create your product yourself, then I'm here to help you every single step of the way. And a bonus that you get is that you get to work with my personal developer teams. So you don't have to search for developers yourself. I can connect you with the proper ones that are affordable and deadly effective. They get the job done at a very fair price. So you get to skip literally months of negotiating and trying to find the right developer and then firing incompetent ones and so on. You get to skip all of that. You just get straight to building the product of your dreams. And if you don't want to do that, again, white label software, or I can team you up with people who already have products. So again, you get your very own private software to sell, and you'll be able to offer just what the market wants. Number 2, and this is getting bigger and better and better, you get a sales page review. So what happens is that sales pages are incredibly important. You cannot have a successful launch without a high converting sales page. So with the one-on-one coaching, with the inner circle, I will show you how to write an effective high converting sales page. But not just that. Once you do it yourself and you have the knowledge of how to do it yourself, I then come in and personally review and rewrite it for you, so you know it will convert, and your affiliates will know it will convert as well, and they will start promoting it like crazy. Now, this is proven to convert and transform your visitors into buyers with this insane bonus. And then once I do rewrite and review it, I also show you what I've done differently. So you get a deep understanding of how to do it yourself. And again, this is custom tailored to you and your product. So this saves you over $1,000 of having to pay a copywriter do it for you. Number 3, and it's only getting better and better and better, you get a VIP affiliate connection JV Plus. Now, what this means is that I will personally connect you to my top affiliates to ensure that your launch is a success. And I will also promote your launch to my entire affiliate JV list of over 1,000 affiliates. Now, this is crazy. The exposure that you will get from this alone will make your launch a hit and will get you tens of thousands in sales in no time at all. So with this promotion to my entire list of affiliates about promoting your product, not only am I advertising your launch in front of thousands of people who are deeply interested in it, I also lend you my credibility because it comes from me. I have a personal connection with all of these people. They trust me and they trust what I recommend. So by getting my coaching, you also benefit from getting your foot in the door with over 1,000 top affiliates. I'm talking about the cream of the cream, the top of the top. You get to be introduced to all of them by me. This is absolutely huge and it's an absolute game changer. So if you've been on the fence right now thinking you cannot make it, this should absolutely blow away all of your concerns and make you jump on board and join the coaching. Number 3, as if that wasn't enough, you also get a personal email promotion from me. So not only will I message all of my affiliates to promote your product, I will also promote it myself to my list of over 25,000 customers. Those will all be interested in buying your product. Now, every time I promote something, I usually end up generating at least $5,000 in sales. So you will make your money back just from this promotion alone. So this is huge. If you combine this and this, your launch is a guaranteed success even if you don't do anything else right. So let me ask you this. How productive was last month for you? Because if you haven't made over 20,000 pure profit, then it wasn't productive enough. That's what lots of my students make after the coaching period. Most importantly, that's where I will get you to as well. Because you get unrestricted access to a 7-figure marketer. I make your success my personal goal, and I always crush my goals. So if I decide I want to make you successful, then I will work as hard as I can to make you. So the best way to do that is for you to join my coaching. If you haven't made any significant money online yet, if you haven't made the sort of money that is life-changing yet, then you will by the end of the coaching. There's no maybe or may or possibly. You will with certainty. And if you're already successful, then I can help you do 10 times what you're currently making. So again, why waste another second? You now have in front of you the best opportunity to finally live the internet lifestyle that you've always wanted. Let me help you build a real business, one that generates passive income every month. Zaki's 1 month results just last year, this is a coaching student of mine, close to 100,000 from his launch. And then just 6 months ago, Rod did over 100K with his product as well. So join the circle today. Stop twiddling your thumbs. Take action now. There's only 2 spots left. Let's get started. Let's change your entire business and your entire lifestyle. So if you have any questions at this point, go ahead and write them in. And I'm going to reply to them personally right now. But if you are decided that today is the day your life starts to change, and today is the day you start building a successful online business, then go ahead, go to this link, buy one of the final 2 spots. Once those 2 spots are gone, they're gone. I'm not opening up anymore. So go ahead and get that. And if you have any questions, start typing them in now. I'm going to answer them personally. Meanwhile, I'm going to write in the chat the link again. Now, very briefly, if you have a personal question, just type in private and then type the question and I will answer it privately. So only you get the question answered. What categories of products can we launch in? So basically anything you want to. My list is tailored to internet marketing related products. So as long as you're in the general area of internet marketing, whatever that may be, video marketing, SEO, affiliate marketing, email marketing, product creation, anything like that, anything that's related to internet marketing, then you will get the full benefit of me promoting to my list. But I've worked with products even outside the internet marketing altogether, and those succeeded as well. So whatever niche you may want to. Now, you might be thinking right now, I don't know how to launch a product. I'll be taking you by the hand and show you every step that you need to do. And if you don't want to create your own product, then you don't even have to do that altogether. We get to meet weekly one-on-one on Skype and discuss the strategies, and you have my personal email address, so we can talk anytime, day or night. This is immensely powerful and probably one of the biggest benefits that you get. Unrestricted access to me. So anytime you have a question, you get that answered. Anytime you have a doubt, you get that taken care of, and so on. Now, you might be thinking, English is not my first language. Guess what? If you haven't figured it out yet, neither is mine. So there's nothing to worry about. There are lots of 7-figure marketers out there who I can assure you speak worse English than you. Do I have a guarantee? Plain and simple, and nobody else in the coaching space does this. If you don't make any money while taking action and implementing my launch plan, then I will give you all of your investment back. So yes, you have to actually take action and show me. This offer is not for slackers. This is how sure I am that you'll succeed. My students on average, end up making over 20,000 in profit after working with me. So I'm sure that just one more sale came through right now. So we're down to the final spot. Just one spot left, and then it's gone. So this is most likely the last chance for you to get this and to start working with me one-on-one. So again, let me get back on what I was saying. That's how sure I am that you'll succeed. Again, the catch, I can only take 10 people on this because there's my personal time involved. There's only one spot left right now. There's still about 300 on the webinar, so I expect it to sell out as soon as I finish. Now the second catch is that this still requires some work from you, so I would need you to put in at least 1 hour of work per day. So I'm going to take questions again in a minute, but join as fast as you can because there's only one spot left. Now, the coaching is not cheap, but it's extremely, ridiculously affordable for everything that you get. Go ahead, put this in your browser or click the link that I sent. Final spot available, your final chance to join my coaching. Now, final recap of everything that you get by working with me, by taking this opportunity of signing up for the one-on-one coaching. First of all, one-on-one coaching with a 7-figure marketer, actually it should say here. One-on-one coaching with a 7-figure marketer, that's me, that has to have a value of at least $5,000. You also get the premium training platform with step-by-step action plan. That's about 3,000 worth of value in there. You also get your very own product, your very own software that's tested and proven to sell, together with all my developer connections, all my connections to my teams of product creators and so on. At least $1,000 worth of value there. You also get your very own sales page reviewed and rewritten personally by me. Another $1,000 at least. You also get an affiliate recruitment and JV blast to all of my 1,000 plus affiliates. All of them will know about your product. You get to tap into my credibility to sell your product, get your foot in the door with all the big names in our industry. Now, from this alone, you will generate at least 4,000 worth of sales for you. Finally, private promotion from me, at least $5,000 because that's what I generate in sales on average from a promotion. So if you look at this one by one, none of them are exaggerated. I mean, really, this would generate 5,000 in sales easily. My affiliate recruitment and JV Blast would probably generate 40,000, not just 4,000 in sales for you. Again, a decent copywriter will charge at least 1,000 for you. Again, your very own software, if you were to do it yourself, you would overspend by at least $1,000. Again, a premium product like this, I've seen it sold for even $5,000 without the one-on-one coaching component, and $5,000 for one-on-one coaching is what's being charged on average in our industry. So all of this is actually priced accordingly. So you get $19,000 worth of real life value that you get for much, much less. If you were to do it yourself and get the same results that I promise you with my coaching, you would have to spend at least 19,000 yourself. And by joining my coaching, you reduce all of that to zero. You don't need any extra money to invest if you don't want to, besides the coaching fee. Just get the coaching and you're done. So take a minute and think about it. Don't treat internet marketing like a hobby. It's a business. How much does it cost to start an offline business? Let's say a restaurant, for example. How much to rent the place, hire staff, buy equipment, and all of that? It's high 5 figures to low 6 figures. People pay that without blinking an eye. An online business, it still requires an investment, but it's so much less. $9.97, less than $1,000, to be able to generate the sort of results that you've seen. $20,000 per month, $50,000 per month, or even more. So the ROI is much, much better. It's absolutely crazy. So I'm going to start answering questions right now. We're actually done with the webinar. There's a split pay option available as well, that if you take it, comes out a little bit more expensive than the one-time fee. But if you don't have the entire 997, you can get the split pay option. That's 3 payments of $397. So over the 3 months, you get to spend a little bit more, but it allows you to get started today without having the entire 997 investment right now. So this is the final slide of the webinar. We're done. There's still one spot left. So let me know if you have any question. Join the inner circle by following this link. You can also grab the split pay option by following this link. There's only one spot left. Let me know if you have any questions. And if you don't, go ahead, join the final spot. So I'm going to shut up for a few minutes to let the questions come in. And I'm also going to shut up for a few minutes to let the final person the opportunity to join the last spot, to grab the last spot. So go ahead, click, or actually type in the link right here and join the coaching. if you're sitting there, wondering, do I have what it takes? Just because you've been able to sit through with me up until now, the entire duration of the webinar, to me, it signals that you have what it takes. Because literally, all you have to do is just follow my advice and implement it. So, you're showing me that you're an action taker and you're serious about internet marketing simply by being until the end with me here and listening to me. So, to all of you who are listening right now, you're the right type of person to start this business. You're the type of person who I can help the most. So do yourself a favor. Sign up for the coaching, grab that final spot, and let's start working together. Now, I've shown you my entire business start to finish, given it to you on a silver plate. All you have to do right now is take action and sign up for the final spot. Now I'm going to close the webinar in a couple of minutes. So if you don't sign up by then, alright, so thank you all so much for being with me up until this point. There's still one spot left, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to close the webinar, and to the 9 of you who have already signed up and are ready to be working with me, I'm going to reach out and get signed up to the training platform and get you my personal Skype address and personal email address. And then we can start scheduling coaching sessions from as early as Monday. For those of you who are still on the call and haven't grabbed that final spot, but you want to, then now is probably the last of the last chances to sign up. I'm going to close the webinar, and I'm going to leave the buy button up on the page up until that final spot sells. Once it sells, I'm going to remove the buy button, and that's it. The chance of a lifetime gone just like that. So thank you all for staying with me. I'm incredibly excited to be able to share all of that I've already shared with you. And I'm incredibly excited for the 9 of you who have already signed up. I'm looking forward to making all of you my next success story. So next time I'm running this webinar in 6 months or so, I want to have your screenshots and your stories on here and brag about you, just as I bragged about all my latest coaching students who have succeeded in February and in January and in December, and literally every single month of the year. I have a few coaching students who launch a product successfully, and they all generate tens of thousands from selling their own products online. So, to the 9 of you who already signed up, I'm looking forward to do the same for you. And if you're still on the fence for that final spot, you too can be my next success story if you take action and you secure that final spot and allow me to transform you into an literally online sales machine that, I can also brag about. Next time I do the webinar, I can have your screenshot up there and talk about your story. And, I'll be proud, you'll be proud. And, that's my goal at least. So help me do it, help me grab that final spot, and let's start making money together. So to end this webinar, thank you again to all of you who attended. I'll let the buy button up. If it's still up, the final spot is still available. Once it's gone, it's gone. And I look forward to seeing you on the next webinar that I do, or keep opening my emails and reading them. Okay, so I've also answered all the questions. Thank you all one final time for being here with me. For that final spot, again, the buy buttons will be live up until somebody gets them. To the 9 of you who already signed up, I'm going to reach out as soon as the webinar finishes and get you started making money with this. So thank you and take care. Enjoy your Friday and then your weekend.